Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on ESGNet, as we're back for, or I should say ESGN LP, as we're back here for another episode of golf on PGA Tour 2K21, and this is the My Career of Bogey Baker, and this is the Shriners Hospital for Children Open at TPC Summerlin. This is round 2 of this tournament, as we are having a bit of trouble here in that first round there. If you've seen that last episode just yesterday, of course I am recording this. I'm trying to record at least the first 2 or 3 rounds of this tournament all in one day. So the first episode, it was just roughly just recorded probably. I tried to take about a 20-minute break, but I was like, you know what, let's go ahead and jump on there. So I took about 5 to 10 minute break and decided to get the next round here ready for you guys. As you take a look here, we got our rival that we learned from the very last, or the episode 20. Yeah, it was episode 20. We have a rival here, Cameron Champ, who plays some really good rounds, really good first round there. There you see Mark there from Australia. He has finished today at 5 under, and he got his 18 holes there. And then of course Justin Thompson there right behind us. He made some pretty good shots there himself, along with several others that did pretty well. And then of course you got some guys here who really need to do a better job here today, because after today, this is it. This first round of cuts are going to be made, and after this round is up, a lot of people are going to be cut from this one. This is a tough course here. I want to say it's a par 72. It's 72 rated, but it could be, it could be even. I don't know. It could be even. It could be something else. I don't know. I have to take a look here. We'll see here in just a bit. But yeah, that is pretty much the first round, and we're gonna try to see if we can try to finish that, do a little bit better, as opposed to yesterday's episode there for you guys. So let's go ahead and get out to the course here. We are at TPC Summerlin here, just outside of Las Vegas, and let's get to the second round of this tournament. All right, so here we are at TPC Summerlin, just outside of Las Vegas, and so far the fortune has not been too good to us here on this course, as it's been a pretty really brutal course here to play. As you take a look here, it's a par 71, so most courses are par 72. This one is just one short of that. Beautiful course here. I mean, it's a gorgeous course, but with all this being gorgeous and everything, it is tricky because you make a poor shot somewhere, because there are quite a bit of hazards here. It could ruin your day. So let's see what we can do here, as we did not do too good, especially on this first hole alone in this one. So let's see what we can do here on this second day of this tournament. So 402 yards to the hole, and let's see what we can do. This shot not too bad to start off, and that's going to be right down the middle of the fairway. That's where we want it, and that's where I hope it ends up at. So we're going for the second shot now here, as we're just going to go just a little bit, get a little bit away from it some, and then we're going to underpower this one just a bit. Ooh, that one is just a little overpowered there, but there you see, nice line. Oh, and that's beautiful shot there for a birdie. Bogey started playing like he has been here before this tournament started. So let's see if he can finish this up with a nice putt. And he does. He goes 1 under now. And we'll see where he's at on the leaderboard here early as he gets at birdie. And there you see he takes his top spot there after the first hole. There you see Mark has dropped down some. He's went through 10 already. He's 3 under. So hopefully you guys are having a great weekend. Like I said, I'm recording this on my second day off from work because of the crazy below zero temperatures that we've gotten. That phone call you probably heard towards the end there was actually a message. I found out it was just a message from my mom, well, actually, no, it was actually a telemarketer. But then I got a message on Facebook saying my sister, who's in Texas, there she was doing fine. They've been out without power for several hours, but her and my nephew are doing good. But she wrote on her Facebook that she was going to start investing in a generator. So I don't blame her because I mean they're both. I mean, she's from Kansas, so she knows how winters can be. She's usually my sister does a pretty good job of preparing herself for bad weather and stuff like that. And my nephew's he's only been here on this earth for 9 years, so he's kind of accustomed to how the weather is and how to deal with it. But I know she said that she has people that have been Texans for all their lives or the last couple of years now, and they either came from somewhere that wasn't it wasn't snowy and icy like it is here in the Midwest, or or like up in the Northeast or anything like that. They're from the West, from California or Arizona, like that. So them trying to drive in that kind of weather, not the best at it. But she knows how to deal with it and stuff like that. And that apparently down there they got quite a bit. I know in Dallas, I know over the weekend I was watching the Weather Channel, and then there's another one called Weather Nation, and they were talking about the different different areas. And of course that there was a 100-mile car pile up on an interstate down there, and of course lives were lost in that. Unfortunately, as we get another nice shot there from Bogey, as he gets another bogey or another birdie for now 6 under here. But yeah, my sister, she was telling us about that, and then of course there were some accidents around where she lives. She lives off the I think it's the I-10 highway there in Houston, just in I can't think of the suburb now she lives in. Oh geez, I can't think of it now. Well, I guess I shouldn't say, but she lives out in western Houston, and there's quite a few accidents around that area and around where of course she's working from home, so she doesn't have to worry about going out. But my nephew and I be able to go to school and try to figure out ways how to entertain him. I know he's been playing on PlayStation a lot, and he's been watching some of my videos. So again, Aiden, thank you if you happen to be watching this one. Thank you very much for supporting your uncle. But yeah, it's just it's crazy, especially back here at home. It's I know the other night it dropped down to almost like 22. It's like, whew, like I was sitting there thinking, I was like, man, I should have snatched my sister's what was her electric blanket she got, but my mom has one also, and I thought, damn, I should get one. They told me they're only $20 at Walmart, so that's something that old Shad might have to go try to purchase here. I have a pillow that's a You know, it's a electric, you know, warmer. It's good for like if you put on your back with a sore back, which I kind of do from lifting boxes and stuff like that from work. Of course, my futon's not the best. I got to get a new padding for it and whatnot. But uh, the yeah, the I got a heating pad and I got a heating pillow and all that kind of stuff. So now I need a heating blanket to stay warm in. But I was actually snuggling with it the other day. I went to my my other sister's here that lives here right here in town, Claria's house, and she was at work, and my nephew, her son, Elijah, was back in his room, and I was just sitting there watching TV and watching History Channel like I usually do when I'm over there, and yeah, I was sitting there thinking like, oh man, I'm kind of hungry. Well, then I started thinking, I was like, I don't want to order nothing because I don't want, you know, there's probably nobody going to be, you know, deliver anything. So I just kind of looked around the refrigerator to see what she had, and she didn't have too much. So I was like, okay. I'm not too worried about it. It's, you know, but I was sitting there laying down and found there were some brownies that been sitting there. So I ate some of those, and then kind of just I was sitting there eating that and had drunk some water, and it had the electric blanket on me, and man, I was snug as a bug, man. Ended up falling asleep and woke up to my nephew bugging, and it's like, oh wow, I'm like, okay. But yeah, that blanket's just I love that blanket. I have to get me one now. Have to get me one now. Not saying my place doesn't have heat, but I do have heat. But it'd be nice to have that blanket. It'd be easier to sleep. Oh, nice job there. Good job. Good job. Good job. So we stay at par on that shot there. We're playing even better here now, as we're 6 under after 3 holes. So we're playing a lot better than we did in that first tournament, or that first round of this tournament. So we'll see if we can try to pick it up here now on the 4th. But I want to say a shout out to Nasty Gaming. There on Twitch. I mentioned him in a previous episode here, and I even leave his Twitch address where you guys can check him out. He's a great streamer, great guy, funny guy. Plays NCAA. He's starting playing NCAA basketball. He has the new college revamp, which, yeah, I had some people actually ask me about that on the main channel. Oh, come on. But yeah, I get a little skittish about stuff like that because I don't want to really screw up my PlayStation to say. So I kind of want to not deal with that. I heard it's pretty easy, but it is kind of a little tedious. Of trying to get it to to do. But my main concern is I just want to make sure that it does not screw up my series I have with the Hot and Scotties there, because that's my main series that I'm working on. I'm enjoying playing that series right now. It's a lot of fun. It's becoming, especially this season 5, is becoming really challenging because we got a lot of personnel that we need, and we got the kind of at the what's that old expression? Thin to win. So we kind of gotta have guys kind of play some areas they normally wouldn't be playing at. We're trying our best in recruiting. So there's just a lot of things that we're trying to accomplish here in that series. But let's see here. This is going to be a tough shot here. I don't see us getting this one. Oh, come on. And yeah, it just keeps on rolling back onto the fairway. That's what I wanted to happen. Oh, this is going to be a bogey. Okay, so I remember 4th hole. We just got to shoot it short. There you go. So we go bogey there on that hole. Go back to 5 under. That should still put us at first place. But of course we got old Cameron Champ right sniffing our butthole. Sorry. But you know what I mean. Sometimes I forget. I'm like, I need to kind of watch my language on some of these videos here. Trying to be professional. You know, at some point here we are going to start doing some other non-sports related stuff. So get ready for that because yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Oh, not what I wanted to do there. That's gonna be in the bunker in the rough there. Ah. That is not what I was trying to underpower it some, but not like that. And of course, you just skip right over it. Alright, so here we are trying to go for par now here on a 5. Again, it goes over to the right hand side, breaks early. Nice. Oh, thank goodness, because I was going to say, man, this is bull if it does not go in. So we try to be too slick and too sly, try to underpower that one, and if we underpower way too much to was 78%, we were supposed to get it. I was trying to get it somewhere around 85% there, because I think it was like a 90% type of shot to get, you know, right close to it. But of course, you know, it takes that weird little bounce that I just don't like in this damn game. And so we're at par. So we'll see what the leaderboard says right now, and we're currently in first place right now at 5 under after 5 holes here at the TPC Summerlin. So par 4 here on 6. But yeah, this weather, I'm telling you, try to prepare for it. About, you know, went out and bought some groceries actually today, and before I left, because I went to my buddy Joe's house over the weekend. He picked me up on Thursday, which was kind of weird because he called me, I think it was on last Tuesday or Wednesday, yeah, one of those 2 days, and asked me, you know, hey, what are you doing for the weekend? I was like, probably just be working on YouTube stuff like I usually do. He's like, well, you don't care if I come, you don't mind if I come down and come kidnap you? And I was like, whoa, okay, what's going on? He's like, well, you know, gonna be laid off for the next couple of days because of the bad weather and stuff like that. He works, he's a plumber, so he does a lot of commercial plumbing and stuff like that. He had a job for a while. He was working outdoors, and so they had to, you know, of course, you know, call off the job site there until this weather clears up some. And so he's been at home for almost a week now. I think today will be a week. So I went down there on Thursday. He came to pick me up Thursday afternoon after I got off work. And then I've been down there since Sunday. Well, then we was gonna make it. I was gonna go to Sunday. I was gonna end up staying on Monday because I was gonna could just call into work and say, okay, I'm not gonna come in. But then I find out later on that they made an announcement that, oh yeah, well, my coworker, she told me that she asked me if I got a text message and about work, and I was like, no. I said I haven't heard it. I've been by my phone all weekend. I was like, my phone hasn't went off. And she's like, oh yeah, and mind you, this is after I called in, told them I was not coming to work on Monday because of the weather. She tells me after I get done getting off the phone there, I text her, let her know that I'm not coming to work, and that's when she tells me that, oh yeah, we don't have to worry about coming to work because the school has called off classes for Monday and Tuesday. I'm like, okay, thanks. I'm like, why did I not get? She's like, well, you didn't get a text message from Tracy. I'm like, no, did not get it from Tracy at all. And yeah, she's like, yeah. She said, well, yeah. She said, well, you should have got the text. I'm like, yeah, I didn't get no text message. I'm like, well, I wasn't coming in anyway, so. All right, so second shot here on 7, 6 under. But yeah, and then of course now I'm waiting to see if we have to go in on Wednesday because, the pipe issue that we had at work. Actually, it's not really a pipe. Well, yeah, I guess you could say it's a pipe, but it's also a draining issue, or some of our drains, for whatever, are not going down. And of course, it's probably built up and it's probably frozen in some areas there. Oh, nice. There on the in our line there. So if that's the case too, especially if the power does go out, because with the weather that's been going on, they've been telling businesses. I know a lot of businesses. I know here over in St. Joe, just across the river from me. They've some businesses are only going to be open for a couple of hours, and they're shutting down because of conserving power. So I don't know what our situation is going to be, because for us, we have to have power, we have to have water. For the simple fact, for sanitation reasons. So I may not be going to work at all this week, which is totally fine with me. I got plenty of personal time off I can go ahead and take out, and whatnot. But yeah, with energy concerns, especially over Missouri, they've been telling residents and businesses to kind of conserve. Yeah, I may not be going back to work for the rest of this week. So, because I work Monday through Thursday, because they don't have classes on Fridays. So yeah, it's a tricky week this week. So like I said, and I may even have to. I was thinking about it yesterday. I may do it tonight. I might have to go ahead and try to get my emergency unemployment for my job to kind of replace those 2 days that I didn't get to work because of the bad weather and stuff. So, well, like I said, I got plenty of personal time off that I can take out to help me. So cash wise, financially, I'm not too worried, not too concerned about. But I am concerned about a lot of other people that we do have some homeless that live in St. Joe, and I know a lot of the homeless shelters there over in town are really filled to capacity. And of course, with this storm going on, and of course, the pandemic bastard that's going on right now, people have to, places like that have to make sure they are, providing enough space and enough, stuff for all their patrons, or residents, whatever you want to call them, to make sure they're taken care of. As you see Bogey there, going for a very long birdie shot here. Yeah. We ain't got no shot for this one. Yeah, this is, yeah. Yep. Alright, you guys ready to see a miracle? Sheesh. Okay. Here we are at par now. Again, another miracle. Nice. Oh, a very bad birdie there, but an excellent par shot there. And we get to be at par still. So we're 6 under still after 8. So now we go to the 9th hole, par 5 here. And if I remember correctly, I really just shanked the shit out of this one. Excuse my language. Oh, I cannot wait to start doing some LPs here. Especially if I don't have to work tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna work on some Let's Plays. I think I've said this before in this series, but I got several, and I mean several games I could be playing right now for an LP series. Ooh, that was just a little too far over that way. Alright, so it stays on the fairway there. So we're going for eagle. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Maybe I should went over to the left-hand side there. But, oh well. So we're going for birdie here. Try to go for birdie. But yeah, I definitely want to work on some Let's Plays. I am working on trying to put together a little warning type thing for you younger viewers out there. Viewer discretion is advised. But I am working on something for you guys for that like an intro to that series. Because I will warn you, there will be a lot of cussing and fussing. Nothing too serious, nothing else, nothing to the point where it gets racial or anything like that. Not no more than what I would say if I was in public or around friends. You know, might be a lot of toilet humor. But there you go. I think that's par. Yeah, it's par there. So we stay at 6 under, shooting at 33 there on 35 there. So just 2 under the strokes there on that one. Now go to the 9th hole here. We'll see who this is. I'm probably got a good shot, a good idea. Oh no, okay, not who I was thinking it was. I thought maybe it was Cameron there. As Billy gets a shot there, and I want to call bull crap on that. As he gets that shot, but I guess you could say the same thing about my shots that I've made here in this series so far. But yeah, I am working on the next LP series. Like I said, I got a lot of new games. I got a lot of older games. I got some games I wouldn't mind replaying again. I got some games I haven't even beaten yet, but I wouldn't mind going back through them again and just trying to see how things fare out this time around. But yeah, I have several games, and I really want to get into those here on YouTube. Um, I mean, I've been trying to test out my Twitch. The thing is just one, I don't have a good. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, you got." I've already had people already ask me on this too on here on YouTube, but do a face cam, do a face cam. I'm like, I don't really enjoy having face cams because I have a face that's good for radio. And not to mention my background that I have, or at least a lack of a background. I don't have really of a background for you guys to stare at if you're staring at me. And I don't have a green screen because my room is too freaking small for a green screen. So yeah, I want to, but I do have a green screen on my Amazon wish list. So if you guys want to hook me up on that, you can purchase it for me. But I do have it on my wish list, so I have been thinking about purchasing one just to say I have it, and then once I do move, because I plan on moving, possibly maybe in the summertime here, to a new apartment, a bigger apartment. But yeah. Alright, so goes off to the right hand side there. Just wish they have like a thing on here angle wise, like, oh, that's perfect angle, or Nice. Nice shot there. Nice shot. So we get birdie there on 10. And we are now 7 under here after 10. And there you see Cameron. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. You were making it exciting. Come on. Come back up there. All right. So the cut line they say here is +6. So for people that have +6 or worse than that, of course, will be cut. Everybody with +6 and better than that, +6 and better, will of course move on to the next round. Oh, good shot there. I feel like we're playing this course a lot better since we know what what we have in store. But at the same time, there's some areas we still can do better in. Haven't been practicing as much on this game as I was when I first started off, so that might be another reason why I need to do a better job of playing this. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear in the background there, but my uncle's watching that I live with. My uncle Tony, he's watching what is it? Adults. Well, I want to say Adult Swim, but Robot Chicken. He's been watching a lot of that here lately. I'm sure you guys probably noticed it there in the last episode. Oh, come on. Come on. Of course, it would have hit the damn pole and ricochet like 20 feet away. All right, so... Oh, man. That's brutal. Okay, so it's going to go off to the left. Oh, short. hate plays like this. Not to mention, I just realized here, this is what Bogey was wearing in his last tournament here. So I should have changed his clothing there. I had to do that for the third and fourth round here. Get some new clothing for him too, because we got some more cash there for him. But there you see, he goes par there at hole number 11, and he goes 7 under here as we are starting to run away with this second round here. And let's keep it up here as we go now to the 12th. So now 12th hole. It's a par 4. 430 to the cup. Oh, good shot there. Good rip. This one should do a great job there dropping down. And just stay away from the water, please. If anything, just stay away from the water. Be greatly appreciated. Oh, a little too much power. But that's going to put us right near the pin. Oh my goodness, that was so close. That was going to be weird, because I thought I was going to do that little weird. I was like, if you do that weird little bounce right into the cup, please. But that was not the case there. But we should have a good birdie shot here. And we're going to the 15th hole here. And Bryson here making a shot, and he hits it right off the pin there. And now he has a decent shot there for himself coming up. So now back to Bogey here, going for this birdie. We'll see how it's going to break. Break's going to, of course, to the left. So we're going to have to go a high end right. Oh, come on. Okay, so I went too far high. And there you go. So we stay at par there. We stay at 7 under. And so far, the only shot hole that we had bad was in the 4th or the 5th hole there. So we're doing pretty good here. Let's try to keep it up as we're just our stroke under there. So Champ is now starting to fire back here. I should have kept my mouth shut now. So let's go to par 5 here. Let's try to pick up the pace here. Try to. Ooh, good shot right up the middle. So let's try to improve this second shot here and get better. Again, in the rough again here. That's somewhere in that bunker. Oh, try to get that eagle. Should have came up a little shorter there, but oh well. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I put power on it. Come on. There you go. Alright, so we're at par again. So it's a good job here. But I would like to have at least another birdie shot or at least eagle shot here to kind of put this one away. But we'll see what we can do here now on the 14th. This is a par 3. And Champ now is sniffing right on our heels here, as he is along with us there at tie for first for 7 under. That's nice. That's actually better than last time we were on here. As we're going down to the 15th. And Cameron going for his 3rd shot here. As of course he is our rival. And he makes it in there like it's nothing. This guy here. He's killing me. Okay. No pressure. Okay. So we gotta push it to the right there. I put too much on that. Too much. So I see it go red. I'm like, crap. Well, we're going to be going probably bogey here, if not worse. Okay, so just a smudge this way. And we're going to come up short. So we go bogey on this one. We go down one. We're now 6 under. And we'll take a look at the leaderboard here. And yeah, Cameron, he is now freaking 8 under after 15. Par 4 now here on the 15th. And this last time we did this, we went down this way to get away from that bunkers. So there you go. All right. Ooh, a little overpowered there. Oh, right on the pin. I wish we could remove that pin. when I'm making shots like this. So let's try to tap this in here. And we get birdie. So we're back at 7 under here. Pick up the pace there. Oh my goodness, if that pin wasn't there, we could have had... we could have had eagle. And of course it ricochets off the pin. And drops like 2 feet from the cup. So nice job there from Bogey as we're, for whatever reason now, waiting for this to get us back on the internet now. So hopefully it will save that. Let's take a look here at hole number 15. And it looks like it's going to be Billy again. Billy making a shot here. He drills this one in there. 28 feet there on that birdie. And that puts him 3 under. So he is starting to climb up this leaderboard now himself as we take a look at the leaderboard right now. And we are 7 under here. We're just 1 stroke just under Cameron. And we can do that here as we get to the 16th. So par 5 here. This one goes right down the middle here. Great shot. Stay on the fairway. And there you go. Alright, now this is the one that we have to try to clear over the water here. As we go now to the 17th, and I bet this is Cameron again. And of course he drops that one in there. Thanks, computer, so much. Why does he say they're saying he's 4 under? Okay, for the day, but I guess, okay, that's for the day, but still, it's like, come on. Alright. Alright, so now I go for eagle. And that one is just going to continue just rolling away. Alright, so simple birdie shot here. Line that shot up pretty well. And that's a nice shot there for a birdie. Nice job there. 8 under for the day. Or for the tournament so far here. And now take a look at the leaderboard right now. We're currently tied in first place now with Cameron Champ. As we take a look here as we go to the 17th. Champ, of course, Champ, he will have, currently he'll be on his 18th hole right now. So let's see if we can do, make a surprise here on this shot. Oh, 96 power. That might be a little short, but it might work out for us. Oh, is it? Oh, my God. Oh, come on. Great shot there, Bogey. And we can go now for a birdie shot here. Let's try to see what we can do here. That could have been a hole-in-one, you guys. Easily could have been a hole-in-one. Let's see where this cuts. It's going to, or break, I should say. Going to break over to the right. Oh! Come on! Ow, that hurts. Physically and emotionally, that hurts. I'm trying to get my legs fall asleep here. Alright. Come on. Let's go to par. Woo! Overpowered that one just a little bit, but it rolled right in there at par. So we're 8 under for the day. And we're right now we could take a 1-stroke lead here in the 18 as Cameron's already finished the day. So we can go no less than go 7 under if we don't do a good job here, but we can go 9 under if we can do a good job here on this par 4 on the 18. Nice rip. A little too much power, but hey. We got it over to the other side over here. Now the question is, can we get this one on as close to the cup as we possibly can here on this shot? And again, it's trying to save itself. Because for whatever reason, the internet wants to act funny right now. Okay, so we're back. Okay, we go for birdie here. I'm hoping this will be a simple birdie shot now. Just go around the edge of it there. Bring it in. About yeah, there we go. Yes! Oh my God! I was like, no, don't you dare! Don't you dare grab the lip of that cup and just stay there. Woo! All right, so there you go. What an exciting finish there for the second round here, as Bogey gets that one in there. Oh my God! Jeez, I don't like this particular. I don't like this particular course here, but there you see 9 under for the day. We're back at first place, and there you see Cameron there at 8 under, Billy at 3 under or 6 under for the tournament as a whole. We went 5 under for the day. Champ of course went 4 under for the day. Justin Thomas 4 under for the tournament, but 2 under for the day. He is really struggling there. Adam Scott, we haven't seen that name for a while there. He's now 4 under for the total, but he went 1 under for today. Jordan Spivey, there you see a name, another familiar name in golf. He goes 4 under for the day. He went 5 under here today, so he really picked up the pace there for himself, as he had a really, I guess I'm assuming, tough day there in that first round there in the previous episode. But yeah, there you see the top 10 players right now in this tournament, and we'll see what kind of goodies we get here as we're showing getting ourselves leveled up here in this tournament. I know, so I had some people ask me if I was going to ever start a online thing with the subscribers and stuff, and that was something we could possibly do. Once we got to, maybe that's something we could do, kind of like an off-season type thing. With Bogey, I would set up some kind of course I'm throwing up air quotes, you guys can't see them, but it's something that we could possibly do I could do with you guys, and it'd be something that would be fun to do. If you guys would be interested in doing that, let me know. But it probably wouldn't happen until we got when we got done with this first run through the tournament, or this PGA tour here. But there you see the leaderboard for the day here. We go 66 for the day. Champ stays right there at 67. So yeah, if we can have another day like this in round 3 in episode 23, the next episode there, we could really take this tournament now and do something with it. But yeah, oh my goodness, that was just, this course is it's tough. It's tough. I'm trying to play, you know, I'm trying to hit the ball short enough, and trying to underpower it enough where it will just kind of stay right in front of the cup and not wander too far off. But you know, things happen, so not much where you can do when you're trying to get stuff done. So, well, there's the rest of the field here, and we'll see who the cutoff person is on this one. And it looks like AC fallen players did not make the cut, so you see all of them right there that did not make the cut. So these are all the ones that just could not do it in this tournament. But that is it for this episode of excuse me, of my career with Bogey Baker here at the Shriners Hospital for Children's Open at the TPC Summerlin. It's a good day so far here. We play a good round of golf. Exciting round here. A little too much nerve biting for me, for my take. But for the most part, it was good. So I'm hoping that we can pick this up here coming up in episode number 23. We'll go to the third round and we'll see. Just try to improve our skills here on the golf course. But if you guys enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you got to be new. Hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified of this series or any other series here on ESGNet LP. And definitely check us out on the main channel on ESGNet. There we got some great series. Got NCAA Team Builder series over there. Also, we have Madden, and of course Road to the Show, and we got some. I just recently put up some soccer on the channel there, so check that out. The Sporting Kansas City, and matter of fact, as I think about it, I might just get into some soccer here a little later on. Might take a break from golf for a bit, but yeah, definitely check that out. Like I said, I'll try to leave all the links below down there for social media. All that stuff should be down there as usual, but definitely check those out. Facebook, Twitter, Discord, check those out. Great way. Usually I'm going to Discord every single night between 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. During the week. Try to be. I'm usually on there, and then I'm on there throughout the weekend. So definitely hit me up there if you guys want to chit chat and talk about sports or whatever, movies like that. I'm into some movies, music, all that kind of stuff there. There'll be more stuff about that kind of stuff over there on the Discord. But yeah, that's it for me. As always, stay safe, stay warm, wear a mask, keep each other healthy, and I will see you guys next time.